What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I want to talk about 3 tactics narcissists use to gaslight. A lot of times, a narcissist use gaslighting to make you think that you are losing your mind. They want to make you question your own sanity and the things that are going on around you. When in fact, a lot of times they are controlling what's going on around you because you're not really expecting them to do such a thing. But there are 3 tactics that narcissists use to gaslight. And those tactics they use when they are cheating. In my experience of gaslighting, before I really knew any better, when I was in a relationship with a narcissist, he would have odd jobs outside of his main occupation. So on his side hustles, as people call it, a lot of times narcissists, they use side hustles as a way to do things to meet certain people, and they work certain type of jobs that are convenient for them to meet these certain type of people. So one of those jobs included painting or doing just handyman work for different houses or apartment complexes or small businesses. And that way, he know by having this type of job that he would meet certain people. He already kind of had scoped out the situation, because a lot of time narcissists, they already ahead of the plan. The whole plan. It's not something that just pops in their mind. It's something that they kind of already premeditated. So the thing about it is, they had already been to these places and scoped it out. And they figured, well, if I go back and act like I'm interested in working for these people, that better my chances of seeing certain people there. So that's what he would do as a side job. And again, one of the side jobs was painting. So he was painting a neighbor's house who was an elderly man. But the elderly man also had a younger woman living there caring for him because his elderly wife had passed on. So I'm pretty sure y'all know where I'm going with this. He got involved with the woman, but he would pretend like the only reason why he's with. See, the thing about it is, she didn't know about our relationship because remember, they always have to keep the supply hidden. They have to keep that main source of supply hidden from the rest of the world so that they won't be exposed. But someone else had told the young lady where he lived. So she came to our house. And that's when I found out about them seeing each other. Well, of course, he uses the excuse as, they love to start an argument when they know that you're on to something. They love to start an argument with you and make you think you crazy when you question them about, their cheating and everything. So what he did was put it on the fact that you must not want me to work. I'm doing everything I can to take care of you and our unborn child and stuff like that. And I'm like, what the narcissists like to do is make it seem like if they lose out on something, it's your fault because you're thinking that they're doing something that they're not doing, which they are. But of course, they're going to use it as an excuse to throw you off so that they can continue with the behavior. Another thing that narcissists do is when they're cheating, this thing narcissists do, okay, they end up procreating, they have a child with another woman. And the thing about it is, of course you didn't want it to happen. And it hurts like hell. It's something that's hard for you to accept. But when you stay in this relationship and you decide to give it another chance because you love the person, it's like you're not expecting them to do it again. You really want to trust them. But that's where the insecurities come in at. There's going to be trust issues once someone cheats on you. No one just gets over it and moves on like there's never a thought in the back of your mind that it'll happen again. Of course, it's going to cross your mind. Of course, you're going to think about it and you're going to try everything you can to avoid having those confrontations. You don't want to continue talking about it. You just want it to go away. But most of all, you want them to prove by showing you that they won't do it again, that you can trust them. The narcissists, they really don't care. They don't feel like they owe you anything. Narcissists have to be in control at all times. If anything, they'll spend more time trying to convince you that they are trustworthy when they are not, just to keep you strung along, just to keep you in the game. And that way they mind control you. So again, when they have children outside of y'all's relationship and you still give them a second chance, it's like they want you to include that child in every single thing. And they want you to just quickly be accepting of everything they want to have their way. And it's not an easy thing to accept because, first of all, remember they cheated on you and that's how that child was conceived. So it's like you're trying to accept it and you want to take baby steps for the simple fact that all this stuff is happening so fast. It's not so easy to process, but you're open and you're willing to look at it open-mindedly, in a different way to say, well, this child didn't ask to be here. And of course, I don't want them to disown the child. What type of person am I to want them to disown their child? Because that'll make me feel better for him cheating on me, you know. And these are things that I went through, like in real life, my real life experience with the narcissist. So it's like when that child is now involved, it's no more of just you and your two children that you have with the narc. Now it's the outside children as well. Again, that's a process, something you have to, it's like you're working your way. It's something that you're learning to accept and you're learning how to deal with it, you know. But the narcissist wants you to feel guilty because you're not quick to be open-hearted towards it. It's like they want to make you feel like you're a bad person because you're not so accepting of this child being involved in every single family event you have. Now, that's just the way I look at it. That's through my own experience with the narc. They want you to feel guilty. Forget about the fact that they cheated on you and you just, you forgave them and you went on with the relationship. Now they want you to be accepted and they want to force things on you and stuff and not just let it happen when it happens. They don't want it to just happen smoothly. They want to just force it on you. So that's the second thing that they do as a form of gaslighting. They want to make you think you're crazy, because you're not so quick to be loving to this outside child. Not saying you'll never feel that way. You just haven't gotten there yet. And the third thing they do as a form of gaslighting is just plain old lie about everything. Everything dealing with them cheating. They make it seem like, well, if you don't want to be with me, just say that. And they know you want to be with them. It's just that you're expressing your... Narcissists will deny cheating to your face, even when you have all the proof in front of you. And the reason why they do that is because they can pretty much stand on the fact that you're not going anywhere. But at the end of the day, you have the power to put it all to an end and stop running behind them. The narcissist can pretty much depend on the fact that you're not going anywhere. You're going to continue to be there. You're going to always be available for them. But once you show them that, this can't happen anymore. You can't keep doing this to me. That's when you'll finally see them respond in a different way. even though the fact still remains that they are cheaters, you will start to see them show some type of remorse. Even though it's a fake, they won't just flat out close the door on you, shut the door in your face when you're trying to have a conversation with them or when you're questioning them about their behavior. Because that's how cruel they are. You can be having a conversation with them that you have no intentions on, it turned into an argument. But for some reason, they'll always tell you that they know you're just trying to argue and they're not trying to argue with you. Even when you're not trying to go there, you just want answers. You just want clarity. And they know that. They already know that. It's just all a part of the mind games with them. They know you don't want to argue. They know you want them to admit to the fact that they are wrong, which they are not willing to accept. They're not going to admit to being wrong. They're not going to admit to cheating. If they do, they're going to blame you for it. So those are the 3 tactics that they use when gaslighting. They want you to always feel like it's your fault. They want you to always feel guilt and take responsibility for their actions when they are wrong. I know I've been there with a relationship dealing with someone who had me questioning over and over again, like, okay, maybe it's all in my mind. Is it all in my mind? But I know what I've seen. That's how they have you thinking. Because they can depend on the fact that you're going to think like that. They know you're going to come to the conclusion that, well, maybe it was my fault. Maybe I did, push him away. Maybe I was the cause of him cheating. But at the same time, he's cheating and he's not going anywhere. Which just goes to show that he have you just where he want you. It's all a part of their tactic to just gaslight you and have total control of you. So that concludes this video. Thank y'all for watching, and I will talk to you soon.